Thank you, Shark. I want you all to close your eyes and remember the feeling you had when you experienced your first snow. I know that a couple of you have been born and raised in Canada, and snow isn't something new to you. But as cliche as it may sound, the feeling of building snowmen or playing snowball games with your siblings or friends, how did that feel? And for the rest of you who have recently experienced snow or are yet to, how excited are you? Isn't that something you have been looking forward to? Can I have my picture? Okay, that right there is my first snow. I was curious, I was really excited, pretty bold, I'd say, to pull off that pose. And turns out, years later, I'm still similar to that kid. I stay excited when I experience new things. I am curious. I was short then and I'm short now. And I think I'm pretty bold to pull off that pose even now. So you must be thinking that why on the earth is she talking about snow? The reason is winter is coming. And it's coming for all of us. No, I'm just kidding. The bigger picture is that I want all of us to delve deeper into that how we feel when we experience change. How do we feel about uncertainty, or how we feel when we venture into something that we have never known before. I am Tanya Amar, and today I'm going to talk about my experience from moving to Canada from a very different place that I've lived my entire life, New Delhi, India. And I would accept the fact that this journey hasn't been a cakewalk for me. I've had my blue days, and even I still have them. But I have to accept the fact that Canada has given me some really memorable moments that I would love to cherish later. The fact that I stand here to share about my experience goes on to show that even now, I haven't succumbed to the pressures of change, and that is something I take pride in. Moving to a new place is, of course, a daunting task, but it becomes even more scary because at this new place, we all want to be liked, and at the end of the day, be able to connect to people with whom we can relate to, or at the least, who encourage us, who kind of understand us. How do we fit in and make sure that while we are at it, we stay true to ourselves? What parts of ourselves do we reveal and what parts do we keep hidden are some of the questions that all of us go through when we change environments. It's been a while since I've come to Canada, and I'm still in that phase that I'm figuring out answers to a couple of questions. But I would share with you a few key lessons that I've learned while being comfortably lost. Even before coming to Canada, back home, I was Googling about top 10 dishes in Canada. Just a fun fact, I'm a foodie, and food makes me happy. And I was looking forward to poutine, pierogies. I ended up making my account at TripAdvisor, just saying. And the moment I arrived in Kingston, within a couple of days, I had this strong urge to have some spicy food. I'm an Indian, of course. I need spices. And I ended up going downtown Kingston to this wonderful restaurant, Score Pizza. And I ordered the spiciest pizza possible, tried to tailor it to my taste. And having had it, I just questioned, really? You call that as spicy? I don't think so. And that did not happen to me at one restaurant, but to a couple of restaurants. But the inner excitement inside me to taste new dishes didn't stop me from trying. And I kept going on, trying different cuisines, different dishes. And now looking back, I had never thought that I would fall in love with some non-spicy cuisines. I mean, I like Mediterranean food, I like Vietnamese food, I love poutine, Japanese food, and the list goes on. My point is, get excited about change. What it all takes is a mental programming. We have to envision that probably not days from now, but not weeks from now, but eventually we will be able to fit in and we'll be happy. That brings me down to the second lesson that I've learned. That is, trust yourself and trust your journey. One major difference that I found between Canada and India, except for the fact that people usually do stop at the red lights in Canada, is the difference between the education system. In India, basically, we don't have such harsh deadlines as we have in Canada. And within few weeks, or I would say specifically for the MIB students in Module 2, we had X amount of assignments, tests, and team presentations all around the same time. And I ran around deadlines like I've never ran before. It's so easy to lose yourself in the rush, to lose the track of yourself. But it's okay to slow down sometimes. Take change as a roller coaster. And for those of you who've had a roller coaster ride, you must have observed or experienced that the roller coaster never always goes up. And when it is going down into the unknown at top speed, you gotta scream and enjoy the ride and believe that eventually the roller coaster will resurface. You will be able to find a curve. Dealing with change is similar to roller coaster, but it's important to stop and observe that what's happening inside us. You have to understand and accept yourself and be able to believe that no matter where you come from, you have the potential and ability to add value wherever you go. I mean, this is what I do when I face my blue days. I get up in the morning, I go in front of the mirror, look into my eye, and say that I believe in myself, and it's all going to be okay. And I encourage you to do the same. It's quite helpful. Set up new targets, set up new goals. Even if you fail, reflect back what went wrong, but keep moving forward. I know that change can be overwhelming, but change is a very important aspect of our growth. Take change as changing workplaces. A couple of you who have changed a couple of jobs would understand that to ace at a new workplace, you need to let go of how good it was in the past. Clinging to past helps no one, because it prevents you to grab the opportunity that is right in front of you. And once you open up to change, it helps you grow and overcome your own inhibitions, which is very important. Now, this is something I'm doing right now, and at the core of my heart, I really believe in. Be brave and venture out of your comfort zone. And that's exactly what this talk is about for me. Thank you.